Monday, December 19th. Let's go over the trades. Oil has had a tough day today. We're going to get to it in a few minutes. For now, let's take a look at NASDAQ first. So last night, around 7 p.m., I posted a buy 11,415 or a sell 11,297. So came close to triggering, but not quite. Did not give you a long. Um, then broke down, gave you a short, right pretty much at the open, maybe a bit after the open. Um, Gave you a short. Now it seems to be like a first trigger here. Definitely gave you 5 points. 297 was the short. The low on this wick here is 86. So definitely gave you about 11 points here, and you should be looking for 5. Now, I do receive email from a lot of you that you're getting a lot more. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. But again, for the sake of this test to be objective and consistent, I gotta put a target on 5 points. Um, so then they broke down, gave you about 60 points on the downside here, and then look what they did. I mean, they just came up, touched the trigger, went maybe 10 points above, which in this volatility is nothing. Nasdaq in general, 10 points is nothing. Coming above it and then just slamming down again, reloading the gun here and just taking it down. And now we are at the lows so far. Now it's still actually fairly early in the day. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. Yeah, Nasdaq was easy, and I've gotten some great feedback on the Nasdaq. But let's take a look at oil, which was a lot more difficult today. So, oil was a buy at, first of all, we rolled to the February 23 contract, and the buy was at 75.34. So, it all depends when you trade it. In this case, timing was everything. If you traded the London Open, so this is a bit after London Open, they gave you about 8 ticks here. So the target in oil for me is 10 ticks. They give you 8, no good, and then they just broke down. Now, obviously, this pivot cannot be used as a stop. If you did, then you know, had some serious drawdown, but you stayed in the trade. But I'm definitely going to assume that you took a hard stop. Let's say 30 ticks. I'm getting from a lot of you that your stop in oil is around 30 ticks. So if we assume 30 ticks, this would be for sure a loser. Not only that, then again they came up, broke the trigger long, and again you would have taken a 30 tick loser, and now you're down 60 ticks. But then on the third try, from 34, and the high here is around 16. Was it over 80 ticks? So this move should have definitely given you, first of all, you would have made up the 60 ticks down and then 10 ticks for the profit. And that should have been um, probably enough. Now, if you traded closer to the US Open at 9 a.m., then it was just a one and done. So it all depends when you trade it. Now, let's see what happened here. Then they below the trigger, and just not too long ago, they broke again through, and now trading in the 80s again, 75, 80s. Now, I normally don't show traders' emails, but I do want to show this one screenshot because I think it's extremely impressive. Oil was tough, and now I'm the first one to admit oil today was just tough. But this trader actually took both the Nasdaq, which was easy, but he took oil trades as well, and he got stopped out, I think, on only one trade. So, I'm not sure exactly when he started to trade, but he took a stop on one trade, stuck with it, waited for the trigger again, and was able to make. So his goal is a bit more. than the 100 that I recommend. So his profit for today was 350. He's trading a 50K account. Um, but it's very, this is like next level stuff. It's not, it's always easy to take a look after the fact and say, oh, well, look, they gave you, they would have made up your losses. When you are down and you don't know that this is happening, and all of a sudden, after taking a loss, you see a trigger again, a lot of people would hesitate. So thank you for having the faith in what I'm doing here, because you took that long, and even though you took a loss on the first trade you had, you made up the loss and hit your daily target on oil. Oil today, not an easy market to trade. Again, all depends on when you traded. If you waited for the official open, the US Open at 9 o'clock, it was easy as as trading could be, I guess. Uh, so yeah, U.S. Open was no big deal. Gave you another opportunity not too long ago. But if you started trading in the London Open, um, tough, no question. So congratulations to the trader who stuck with it, took a loss, kept his head, and then made up the loss and hit his target. So overall today, again, both markets gave you opportunities to be profitable. Tonight, I'm gonna post not only numbers for tomorrow, but also completion prices for the Nasdaq. Now, there was a question: do I have completion prices for oil? I do. I just not sure. I mean, I didn't even want to bring completion prices for even the Nasdaq. It's just that I think it does help some people. I guess I don't want things to get too messy. Yes, there are completion prices for oil, but I'm also thinking of introducing the S&P and possibly gold. So, what am I going to do? Am I going to give completion prices to all of these instruments? It just might be a bit much for this test run. Remember, this is just a test run. If this becomes a subscription, um, then again, I guess because people are paying, I will find a way to organize it and send it out. By the way, if you have an interest, if someone is watching who is not part of the group, if you have an interest in joining uh, this, prices are definitely reduced until, well, if and until it becomes a subscription. Because once it becomes an official subscription, I think the prop firm is thinking of charging 200 a month. I will definitely, for those who are joining before this happens, they would pay less. So get in touch with me via email, which I will post in the description below. So that's it for today. I really want to hear from more of you. If you are trading oil today, I want to know how you guys did. There was no shame if you guys did not do well. This was a tough day for oil. All right, that's it.